Okay, so in this video, I will do the trial paper for Matematik. So this is the Percubaan Kertas, but it's from Kedah, okay? So it's the Kedah trial for 2022. So let's start. So let's look at the first question. So we have question 1 here. Okay, I'll show you how I would do it. For this question, I would change this to standard form. So what I will do is, I will move the decimal point so that it's here. It becomes 5.16. So what I would do is, I will write 5.16 times 10 power. So you need to remember this. If it goes left, the power is have to plus. If it goes right, the power have to minus. So I'm moving my decimal point to the right. And how many I'm moving? 1, 2, 3. Because you have to make sure the decimal point is here. Then only it's standard form. The decimal cannot be here. It has to be, because standard form, the condition is in front of the decimal can only have 1 digit, and that digit cannot be 0. So it's like this. So I'm moving ke kanan 3. So that's why it's -3, because I just told you to the right means negative. And then minus with 7.33 times 10 power -4. And now what I will do is, I will make the power same. And how to do that? I will choose the small power to match with the big power. What do I mean by that? This is -3, this is -4. Which one is the small power? -4. So -4 have to match with the bigger power. So -4 to become -3, I have to +1. But I cannot just suka hati +1. When I +1 here, the decimal point I have to move to the left 1 time. Because I told you already, to the left means the power have to plus. If you modify the power, you need to modify the location of the decimal point also. So +1, that's why I move 1. If +2, I move 2 to the left. If +3, I move 3 to the left. Okay, so now the new one, it becomes 5.16 times 10 power -3 minus, now it becomes 0.733 times 10 power -3. Now you can see that this first part has 10 power -3. This second part also has 10 power -3. You can factorize out the 10 power -3. That means you factorize out. And then here, you will just tekan in your calculator 5.16 minus 0.733. 5.16, let me press now. Okay, I just tekan and I got 4.427. Okay, so that's the answer. The answer is B, boy. Let me explain a little bit. Once the power is same, once the 10 power -3 is same, you can factorize out, like factorize. Means you take out the 10 power -3 from this part. So when you take it out, it left with what? It left with 5.16 lah. And then same thing here. The minus here, I will just follow. And then you take out the 10 power -3, you left with 0.733. And then you just tekan this in your calculator. And then you get this. Alright, so this is the answer. Okay. But I want to explain, like this is how I would do it lah. How I would do it. Okay. But of course, you can also do it like just press this whole thing inside the calculator. Okay, just press this whole thing inside the calculator, and then the calculator can also give you the answer. It's the same thing. Okay, so but I'm using the method yang without calculator lah. Okay, but it's the same answer. Okay, all right, let's go to number 2. Round off this digit correct to 3 significant figures. So if we don't know if we don't know how to count significant figures, we cannot do this question. But in the class, I always teach you guys how to round off. Okay, I don't know you remember or not lah, but I always do this a lot. Okay, in my class, I always say, or give your answer in 4 significant figures, and I always say how to round off. Okay, let's do it. 0.01997. Okay, let's learn how to count significant figures. So we have 0.1, 0.01, 100, 1000, 0.10, 0.010, and we have 10.0, we have 1.0, and we have 100.0. Okay, let's learn how to count significant figures. Okay, you need to know something. When we are counting significant figures, the 0 in front we never count. Forever we will not count the 0 in front. It means if there's 0 in front, we don't count it. So for example, this 0.1 has how many significant figures? We have 1 significant figures, because the 0 in front we never count. So this is the only one. So we have 1 significant figures. Let's go to the next one. Same rule applies. The 0 in front you will never count it. So this we won't count it, this we won't count it. So same thing, we only have one significant figures. Let's go to the next one. Okay, just now I mentioned the zero in front never count. So what if the zero is at the back? Do you count the zero or not? Okay, listen carefully. If the zero is in front, you never count it. But if the zero is at the back, you only count it when there is a decimal point. When there is a decimal point. So if there's no decimal point, you don't count it. So tell me now, this 100, is there decimal point here? Did you see any point here? No. So you don't count the zero at the back. So there's only one significant figures. Let's try one more time. This is 1000. The zero in front will never count, but the zero now is not at the front, it's at the back. So if the zero is at the back, do you count it? What I said just now, you only count it if there's a point. Is there any decimal point? Is there a titik here? No, I don't think so. So you don't count the zeros. So same thing, it only has one significant figures. Let's go to the next one. Tell me now, 0.10 has how many significant figures? I hope you tell me 2. Okay, why is it 2? Because the zero in front never count. But so this is the first significant figures lah. So what about this zero? Will I count this zero? The answer is yes. Why yes? Because there's a point. Okay, so if the zero is at the front, never count it. But if the zero is at the back, you count it if there's a point. If there's no point, don't count the zero at the back. Okay, so quite simple. Let's go to the next one. 0.010, the zero in front, never count it. We don't care. The zero in front, we will never count it. Even if there's a point also, we won't count it. The zero in front, never count it. But the zero at the back, sometimes you have to count it. If there's a point, you have to count it. So for example, this one have the point, so you should count it. So 1, 2, there's 2 significant figures. Let's go 10.0. So the 1, I will count it. So 1. And then this 0, do I count the 0 at the back? The answer is yes. Why yes? Because there's a point. So there's 3 significant figures here. So 1, 2, 3. Why I count it? Because there's a point. There's a decimal point. So the 0 at the back is like you only count it when there's a point. So 1.0 has how many? Got 2. Because 1 and then 2. Why we count this 0? Because there's a point. Let's go to the last one. 100.0. How many? There's 4. Because we count all these zeros at the back also. Why? Because there's a point. Okay, so we only count the zeros at the back when there's a point. Let's come back here. Can you tell me how many significant figures this has? Do we count this 0 and this 0? The answer is no. Why no? Because this 0 is at the front. And I told you already, when the 0 is at the front, we don't count it. Doesn't matter what case, we don't care. Like if the 0 is at the front, we don't count it. Even if there's a decimal point also, we don't count it. So the 0 at the front, we never count it. So we just count 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 significant figures. But they want you to correct to 3 significant figures. So what I do is, I will count from left to right and stop at the third significant figure. So 1, 2, 3. This is the third figure. And means I will erase the next digit lah. But before I erase the next digit, I have to check whether this digit is bigger than 5 or not. So obviously it's bigger than 5. It's if it's 5 ataupun more than 5, you have to plus 1 here. And we all know what happens when you take 199 plus 1, you will get 200. Because 199 plus 1 is 200. And the 7 hilang already. Okay, because it's already round off. So this is the answer. So the answer is C. Okay, maybe some of you will bullet A. Maybe I'm just guessing. Maybe some of you will bullet A because you thought like, oh, the 0 has no significance, or the 0 is not important because 0.0200 and 0.02 is the same thing. So maybe you go and bullet A. Okay, let me tell you why A is wrong. Because do you remember what I told you just now? If you write 0.02, this is how many significant figures? This is 1 significant figures. You have to put the 0 at the back also, because if there is a decimal point, the 0 at the back, walaupun dia 0.0200 and 0.02 is basically the same value, but the 0 at the back, we count it as significant figures. So this is 3 significant figures. This is only 1. This is 2. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The 0 at the back, we count it, okay, because there's a point. That is why the answer is C, not A. Okay, I hope you understand this lah. Okay, the one I explained just now. Okay, let's go to the next question, number 3. So number 3, they say 25 power 1 over x equals to 5. Find the value of x. Okay, there's a lot of ways to do it. This is objective question, so you can do it like this. You can, because they want to find value of x, right? So if you look at A, the answer is 1. So maybe you can try with 25 power 1 over 1 and tekan this and see what you get. And then try that again with 25 power 1 over x, and you try with the B answer 1 over 2, and then see what you get. And then 25 power 1 over 5, see what you get, and then try with the D answer, 25 power 1 over 10, and see what you get. And see which of this answer is equals to 5, okay? And you will find out the answer is B lah. Okay, the answer is B. Because if you try, okay, I'll tekan now. 25 power bracket 1 over 2. And then you tekan equals. Okay, yes, you really get 5. Okay, so that's the answer, right? Nothing much to explain lah, okay? But if you want me to explain, I can do something here. So 25 power 1 over x equals to 5, right? So we know 25 can change to base 5 because 25 is 5 power 2. But there's a 1 over x here, so I should write it also. So it should be 5 power. And this power you will times together. So it will be 2 over x equals to 5. And if there's nothing here, means power 1 lah. Okay. And can you see the base is same? So if the base is same, means you can, it means the power will be the same also. So you will compare them, compare. So you take the power to compare. So 2 over x equals to 1. And then 2 equals to 1 times x. X equals to 2 divided 1, which is 2. Okay. So this is another way of approaching the question lah, okay? But it doesn't matter lah, okay? Because this is objective, right? The working is not important also. You just circle the correct answer, then yeah, that's all that matters. So hope you understand. Okay, number 4, express 1172 as base 8 as a number in base 6. You have to know how to convert the base lah. So we have 1172 base 8. If you want to convert to base 6, there's no shortcut. You have to convert to base 10 first. So you have to convert to base 10 first, and then only you can convert to base 6. But how to convert from a smaller base to base 10? You will times and plus. Remember that, from smaller base to base 10, you will times and plus. But if it's a base 10 to a smaller base, then it's the divide method, right? Okay, so this is times splitting method. So what I do is I will write down the, what is it called? Place value. Yeah, I will write down the place value. So since this is a base 8 value, so the place value will be 8 power 0, 8 power 1, 8 power 2, and 8 power 3. If it's base 9, then it will be 9 power 0, 9 power 1, and so on. And always write from right to left, okay? Okay, if I tekan calculator, 8 power 0 is 1, okay? And then 8 power 1 is just 8, okay? 8 power 2 is 64, I believe. And 8 power 3, you can tekan, you will get 512. 512. And now what you do is you have to times this together. Like you have to times this together. So what you tekan is 512 times 1 times 1, and then plus 64 times 1 plus 8 times 7 plus 1 times 2. Okay, I got 634. But that is not the answer. That is just 634, but that's in base 10. I want in base 6. So now how to change from a base 10 number to a smaller base? You will divide. So 634, I will put remainder, and then I will draw something like this, and I will try to divide 6. So we know 6 times 1 is 6. And then 6 times 0 is 0, and then we left with 34. 6 times 5 is 30, remainder is 4. Divide 6 again. 6 times 1 is 6, 45. 6 times, okay, what is it? 6 times 7, 42, right? 42, but I want 48, so there should be 6. Wait, did I do it correctly? Okay, let's try. 105 divide 6. 6 times 1 is 6, 45, right? 6 times 7 is 42. So remainder is 3. Okay, sorry, it's 17, 3. Okay, and then 6. Okay, 6 times what is 17? We know 6 times 2 is 12, but I need 17, so there's a 5 remainder. And then 6 times 0 is 0, remainder is 2. Remember, always stop. You only stop, you have to stop until this is 0. Means you have to do until this number becomes 0, then only you stop. And then you have to baca from bawah ke atas, down from the down here. So 2534 is the answer. 2534, not 4352. 2534. So the answer is D lah. Okay, so let me check the answer. B, C, B. Okay, let me just check the answer just in case lah. Okay, because I takut I write the wrong. Okay, yeah, it's correct. Okay, let's continue with number 5. Diagram 5 shows the price of 2 watch models displayed in a different base. So this is the first watch, the second watch, and the price is different. RM230. Oh, they put an X there, and it says base 4. And then the price is also different, and it's in base 7. Given that X is the largest possible digit. Oh, largest possible digit. For the price of model P watch. So for the model P, the X is the largest possible digit, and the price of both model are the same. Determine the value of X and the value of Y. Okay, both model price are the same. So we can say that, we can say that 230x base 4 is equals to 3y4 base 7. So walaupun they don't look the same now, but they are the same price. It's just that it looks different now because the base is different. So if you can somehow make them the same base, they should be the same value. That's what the soalan is saying lah. And one more information is they say X is the largest possible digit for the price of model P. So we all know this value is in base 4. And if X is the largest digit, means we can actually know the X is 3. The X is 3. Why is it 3? Because if the number is in base 10, let's say, it means that all the digit that, how to say this? In base 10 value, you only see digit 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But if it's in base 9, you will see numbers from 0, 1, 2, 3 until 8. Okay? It means the largest digit is always 1 less than the base. Do you understand? So if it's in base 8, then you will see number from 0 to 7. What if it's in base 2? Then you only see 0 and 1. What if it's in base 5? You only see digit from 0 to 4 lah. Okay, that's what it means. So the largest possible digit is always 1 less than the base. Okay, hope you understand. So let's come back here. So we know that the X is 3 now, so I can convert this to base 10, and then maybe we can find the value of Y. So we know X is 3, so this is wrong, this is wrong. So how to convert this to base 10? I told you just now already in question 4, you want to convert to base 10. How to convert smaller base to base 10? You have to use the times method. So 2303. Let's write down the place value. What's the place value? This is base 4, so the place value should be 4 power 0, 4 power 1, 4 power 2, 4 power 3. The common mistake is students sometimes forget to start with power 0. They write power 1 here, and it's wrong. Okay, so 4 power 0 is what? 1. Okay, and 4 power 1 is what? It's 4. And then 4 power 2, I think it's 16. So you can use calculator. And 4 power 3, you use calculator, what you get? 64. So these are all the place value. And what you have to do now is times them together and then plus all together. Okay, 64 times 2. Okay, I tekan at dapat 128. 16 times 3, I tekan at dapat 48. 4 times 0 is 0, tak payah tulis. 1 times 3 is 3. Add them together, and then you get this value. And this value will be in base 10. So what is 128 plus 48 plus 3? Okay, wait for me. I tekan. Okay, 128. Okay, I already tekan. I got 179. Okay, 179 base 10. So we all know that this is 179 base 10, but the right side is still in base 7. So 3y4 base 7. So what I have to do now to find y? Change again lah. Change the 179 base 10 to base 7 lah. Because once you do that, then you can compare them side by side. Okay, you can do comparison, but you need to make this base 10 to base 7 first. And how to do that? Well, I told you already, you just divide, because you are changing a base 10 value to a smaller base. So 179 written here. Here is for the remainder and divide by 7. So 7 times what is 17? Okay, I know 7 times 2 is 14. So 17 minus 14 is 3, 30. So we left with 39. So 39, 7 times what is 39? 7 times 5 maybe is 35, but I want 39, right? So the remainder is 4. And divide 7 again. 7 times 3 is 21, right? So the remainder 4 also, and then 7 times 0, okay, and then remainder is 3. And but bawah ke atas, 3, 4, 4 is the answer. So 3, 4, 4 base 7. And if you compare 3 and 3, 4 and 4, so the y is equals to 4. So the answer is B. Okay. And if you can't do it fast like this, you just do slowly lah, like this, like 179 divided 7. Okay, do slowly, and then dapat, get the remainder, get the value like this. Okay. And you can always, how to say, rely on your calculator. Remember, you can bring calculator to exam. Just because I do it without calculator doesn't mean you have to do it without calculator also. You can use the calculator. Okay, let's continue. Let's go number 6. It is given that y, okay, this is obviously variation from 5, chapter 1. And it's not difficult. This chapter is not difficult. So y varies directly as x. Is okay, if student cannot do this, maybe it's because they never follow the step properly. Okay, they go and invent their own steps. So remember, the step is always like this. Y varies directly as x means atas dengan atas. If varies inversely, atas dengan bawah. But directly it's like this. And then they say y 3.6, x 2.25. Why did they give you value of y and x here? Is for you to find k later. Okay, remember this, is for you to find k. Because what you have to do now, this is a variation. You have to kekal the y, the x will kekal, and you have to change this variation symbol to equals, but you have to tambah k. Okay, and That's why they give you y and x for you to find k now. So now I can guarantee y with 3.6, x is 2.25, and then here is k. And don't forget the relation is times. So get the k value now. 3.6 divide 2.25. And the answer is 8/5. Or you can also say that it's 1.6. Okay, 1.6. So k/5 ataupun 1.6. So now you have to rewrite. So what do I mean by rewrite? Y equals to kx. So k is what? 1.6x. So what they want, express y in terms of x. So that's the answer. The answer is C. Okay, you just remember the step. For variation, it's always like this one. You change the variation symbol to k and then find k, and after find k, rewrite. And then see what they want. If they want this, then you stop here lah. Sometimes they might ask for lagi banyak benda. Okay, and then you just find accordingly lah. Okay, for example, like maybe they won't ask for this. They will say like find y when x equals to 7. Then you have to keep going lah. You have to keep ganti the x with 7 like that. Okay, so repeat again the step. Write the variation, and then after variation change to equation, but have to tambah k, and then find k, and then rewrite, and then see what the soalan wants. Okay, very easy. Very easy. I don't want to waste too much time lah. Okay, number 7. Diagram 7 shows the relation between set P and set Q. So if you look at this is a 1-to-1. Can you see 3-to-3? This is a 1-to-1. But then if you look carefully, the 10 has 2 image. Okay, the 10 is an object, but it links to 2. So 2 is one of the image, and 10 also links to 5. It means one object has 2 image. So it's one to many lah. It's one, but links how to say it disperse. It's like split. Can you see it splits to 2? So it's one to many. So the answer is B. Okay. What about many to one? Many to one is like this, bro. Many to one is when 2 objects have the same image, like this. Okay. Then what about many to many? Okay, many to many is when the like this many to many, like this. Is when it has one to many and many to one at the same time. Like, can you see? There's many to one here, and then there's one to many here. So if there's one to many and many to one at the same time, then it's many to many. Okay, very easy. Number 8. Kavinesh wants to cut a piece of cardboard, cut into several rectangles. Okay, given the number of rectangles, Z varies. Oh, this is also variation. Remember, I just told you the steps that you need to memorize for variation. So let's write down the variation first. That's the step 1. Z varies inversely. So if directly means atas dengan atas, inversely means atas dengan bawah. So you have to put the fraction and put bawah. Inversely with what? The length, which is represented by P, and the width, which is L. So P and L duduk bawah. And there's nothing up, you write 1. Of each of the rectangle. And then given Z2, P9, I6, you already know why they give you this. Why do you think they give you this? For you to find what? To find K later. For you to find K later. So find the number of rectangles when the length are 3 and 2 respectively. Okay, this one later. Okay, my job now is to find K and rewrite the whole thing. So how to continue? You have to change this to equals and tambah K. And the K will be like this, KPL. And the hubungan is times. Is a times relation. So now I can ganti all the Z, the P, and the L inside here to find K. So Z is 2, and then this will be K times with 1 over P times L, which is 9 times 6, which is 54. And then K will be divide 54. I move here, becomes times 54. So it will be 108. But don't forget to rewrite. So when you rewrite, it becomes what? Z equals to K, which is 108, times with 1 over PL, which is 108 over PL. Because we all know that when you times number atas. So this is my equation. But this is not your answer. This is not your answer, because after you rewrite, you still have to check for what they want. Find the number of rectangle, which is Z. Because I got paid attention just now. Number of rectangle, dia punya huruf is Z. So it means I want to find Z. And then they say, what? When the length is 3, the width is 2. So the L is 3 and the width, which is P, is 2. Okay, they got say, right? Width is L. Oh, okay. Then I have to be careful a bit already. So it's not L3P2. It's actually L equals to 2, because length is 3, right? And length, they use P to represent. So P is length, so P is 3. And then width is 2, so width is L, so L is 2, like this. But I think for this question, if you terbalik these two also, you correct. Because, but it's not always like this lah. Okay, it's just that you are lucky this question. Okay, so Z equals to what? 108 divided by 3 times 2. That's why you terbalik also doesn't matter, because 3 times 2, 2 times 3, you will end up with 6. So it doesn't matter. That's why. But you also have to, because it's not always like that. Okay, what if one day you're not lucky. So you have to pay attention to the question and see what alphabet represents what. Okay, 108 divided 6 is 18. That's the answer. That's all. Nothing much. Let's go number 9. Which of the following matrices does not have inverse? I means inverse does not exist. So you have to know something. The matrix formula, the inverse matrix formula looks like this. Inverse matrix. The inverse formula is 1 over the AD minus BC bracket bracket. The D will duduk atas, the A will be here, the negative B here, the negative C here. And this is assuming that the matrix has 2 row, 2 column and looks like this, A, B, C, D. So again, if the matrix, okay, I shouldn't explain like this. This is way too confusing. Let's wait again. Okay, sorry, let me explain one more time from the beginning. So we have matrix A, let's call it A, B, C, D like this. And if I want to find the A inverse, the power negative one, which is inverse, the formula is 1 over, you will take darab silang, A times D minus B times C. And then you have to terbalikkan the A and D like this. And then the B and C, you don't terbalikkan, you just tukar tanda. So you just add a negative lah. So that's how you find inverse. But there is one case where you cannot find the inverse. It means there are some matrix that does not have inverse ataupun the inverse does not exist. When will it have bila masa baru the inverse does not exist? So if you look carefully at this part, the AD minus BC, we have a name. We call it the determinant. This is called the determinant. So what is determinant? AD minus BC. So this determinant cannot be 0, because if this is 0, the whole thing become math error already, because I already said division by 0 is impossible. 1 divide 0, math error. 2 divide 0, math error. 3 divide 0, math error. Some people think that 1 divide 0 is 0, but it's not. It's not. Okay, you can try with your calculator. If you tekan 1 divide 0, is math error. But if you tekan 0 divide 1, then yes, this one can do. But the divide 0 cannot. Okay, means the denominator cannot be 0 lah. So if they say which of the following matrix does not exist inverse, it means which of the following of these has a determinant of 0. That's what they are asking. So what I do is I will erase all these things. I don't even have to do the full steps. I just have to find the determinant, which is the AD minus BC. The AD minus BC equals to 0. So if the AD minus BC is equals to 0, means this matrix does not have inverse. Because if the denominator, the AD minus BC is 0, then you can't do, you can't find the inverse. Okay, so let's find the determinant. AD, so what's negative 2 times negative 3? Positive 6 minus 1 times negative 6, negative 6. So you get 12. So this one, the determinant is 12. Okay, so this matrix has inverse. What about this? Negative 2 is positive 6 minus negative 1, I think it's negative 6. You get 12 also. So this matrix also has inverse. Okay, because the determinant is not equal to 0. What about this? 2 times negative 3 is negative 6 minus 1 times negative 6, negative 6. So it's negative 6 plus 6 is 0. So this matrix does not have inverse. Why? Because the determinant is 0. Okay, you don't have to do the full steps like blah 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 blah. You don't have to do all that because it's time wasting. You just want to know this part only. You only care about this portion. If this part is 0, then the whole thing, it means the whole thing cannot do already because it's math error. 1 divide this one is math error already. And then math error, how you want to darab masuk. Okay, but if this is not 0, then this matrix has inverse lah. Okay, understand? Okay, so the C is the answer. But I will do D also lah, just in case. Okay, let's do fast. 2 times 3 is 6 minus 1 times negative 6, negative 6, you get 12. So this matrix has inverse because the determinant is not 0. Let's continue with number 10. Given that this equals to this times this, find the values of M and N. So I think this one you have to use the comparison method. But first you have to do the left side and do the right hand side until both sides also cannot do anything. So now the left side can do, you can do something here. You can darab masuk, so it becomes what? 4 times M is 4M, 2N times M is 2MN. And the right side also you can do, and there's nothing in between, means this is a times relation. And if you want to know how to times two matrix, you need to know the order of the matrix first. For this matrix is 1 row 2 column, 1 times 2. For this is 2 row 2 column. And I already say you can only times two matrix together when this number and this number have to be same. So it's same, then I can cancel it. So we left with 1 times 2. It means your answer is like this: 1 row 2 column, like this. 1 row 2 column. There's a 1 number here, 1 number here, which looks exactly the same. to the left hand side. Yeah lah, because later you have to compare ma. Okay, okay, let's how to get this first value. So horizontal times vertical. Do you remember this? Horizontal times vertical. And we have, for example, we have a number A, B here, and we have number here as C, D. You have to take A times C, B times D. You must do it like this. A times C, B times D. I don't want to see anyone that take A times C, A times D. Salah too. You have to take A times C, B times D like this. So if, for example, I have a block like this, A, B, C, and I have a D, E, F. So you have to take what? A times D, B times E, C times F like this. Don't take A, D, A, E, A, F. No, that is wrong. Okay. Remember this concept, always horizontal times vertical. So you have to take 8 times -2, 4 times 6, just like what I mentioned. A times C, B times D. So 8 times -2, -16. 4 times 6, 24. And if there's nothing in between, it means plus. Let's go. Now after we do this block and this block, now we take the horizontal, but this time use the next one. So 8 have to times 3, which is 24, and then 4 have to times -1. Don't take 4 times 3. Salah too. 4 times -1. So -4. So you get 34 minus 16 is 8. This one is 20. And then here we left with 4m, 2mn. Now finally the left side cannot do already. The right side also cannot do already. But we can see that there's an equal sign in the middle. So it means this thing in front and this thing at the back they are the same. So I can compare the number in front and the number in front. So 4m equals to 8, m equals to 2. So automatic, wrong, wrong, wrong. The answer is D. Okay, but just for I want to do the whole thing, okay? So 2mn equals to 20, and we know 2m already know is 2, just ganti masuk equals to 20. So we all know 4n equals to 20, n equals to 20 divided 4, which is 5, which match perfectly, okay? So that's how you do it. Let's go fast. 11. Alicia was driving at the speed of 60. So this is the initial speed. And she accelerates up to 100. So she tekan the minyak lah. She press on the as she accelerate lah, she tekan minyak, and then the meter go until 100 in the duration of X minutes. Okay, I already noticed something here. This is kilometer per hour, this is kilometer per hour, but this is minutes. So be careful. And if the acceleration is 120, find the value of X. So I think we need to use the acceleration formula. I think so. Because because this question is about acceleration. So what's the formula for acceleration? It's actually speed over time. But the more detailed version of the formula is actually like this: final speed minus the initial speed divide by minus initial speed divide by time taken. Okay, or you can also say Basel speed bahagi Basel time. Okay, Basel time. What is Basel? The difference lah, the difference. The difference in speed, like the change, like how it changed, the difference lah, okay? And then the changes in time. So we all know the speed is 100, the final speed is 100, but the initial is 60. So you have to minus it lah and bahagi the time. But the time, I don't think I can divide X lah, because X is in minutes. This is in kilometer per hour. This is in kilometer per hour. So this should be converted to hour also. So how to convert minutes to hour? Divide 60. So X divide 60. So I have to put X over 60 here. But please put bracket, or else you were wrong. Okay. And don't forget that this whole thing equals to 120. This side. Okay. So how to do this? Okay. Be careful. If you don't put bracket, it will be very confusing one. Okay. Because it has like it's like 3 tingkat already. So if you don't put arrow, don't put the bracket, you were wrong. Okay, so I think the first thing I'll do is I will bina this, it becomes times like this. And then this will be 100 minus 60, I get 40 here. And then I think I can cut, and then cut, left with 2x equals 40. And then x equals to 20. And that's done. Okay. Oh, okay. Wait, sorry. Okay, everything is good now. Let's continue with the next question. So if we go to next question, 12 and 13. Oh yo, why is it like that? Okay, apalah. Okay. Okay, let's try to see what it says. Diagram 12 shows a straight line drawn on the Cartesian plane. So this is a straight line. Okay, it's very hard to read. So I will just draw again here quickly. So the line looks like this. This is 4, this is 8, this is x, this is 0, this is y. So we can see that this straight line, they give you the 1 point here, 1 point here. But this point, we call it the y-intercept. The y-intercept. And this point, we call it the x-intercept, which is the 80 point. And they say, what? Which of the following is the equation Equation. Find equation. So equation of straight line, we always write like this. Y equals to mx plus c. The y and x is useless. We need the m and the c. Because if we want equation, we just ganti the m and c, then we know the equation already. But how to get the m? Well, it's simple. Just use the gradient formula. Beza y bahagi beza x. So 4 minus 0 bahagi 0 minus 8. Got him. You can also take 0 minus 4 bahagi 8 minus 0. Can also. So the answer is negative 102. So you can muscle the m is negative 102x plus c. And the c, what the c stands for? It stands for y-intercept, right? But I told you already how to find the y-intercept. There's two ways, two methods to find. First is by using your eyes, by using your matter to see. So use your eyes, use your matter to see. If you use your matter to see, can you see the y-intercept? Yes, the y-intercept is here, it's 4. So that's the answer. Okay, but what if you use your eyes to see from the diagram, but you can't get it? Then you use the passes through punya cara, which is you write PT, and then you put gantikan satu point yang ada passes through. That one is like when you use the mata pandang tak dapat, then only you use this method. Okay, this is the answer. But I look at A, B, C, D, tak ada jawapan. Okay, oh, I think I know why. Because they are all in 2y, 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 right? So let's take everything times 2 lah. So times 2, get 2y times 2, I think it's negative x, times 2 is plus 8. Okay, boleh suka hati macam ni, darab 2. Okay, you can do this like this, but you have to make sure you do it for everyone. This one also times 2, this one also times 2, this one also times 2 like this. So the answer is it D? No. B, right? Negative x plus 8. Okay, like that. Okay, let's go to the next question. Same thing, I will write the soalan here because it's very hard to see. It's like terbalik already. So PQ square minus 16P over PQ divide. Let's change to times lah. And then terbalikkan 7Q atas PQ plus 4P. Okay, why I change to because I already know divide memang can tukar times one, and you terbalikkan these two. So I do it terus lah. So express this one as a single fraction. Okay, let's do it. Okay, now look here. I don't have to look at the question already. Look here. So how to do this? Okay, first I nampak is like this part can factorize because this is PQ square, this is 16P. They both have something in common. What? They both have P, right? So I can take out the P actually. So when I take out P, it left with Q square. And when I take out P, it left with 16 here. And then what about the PQ here? Just leave it lah, nothing to do. Okay, times with. Okay, what about this one? 7Q. Let me ask you one thing. Can I potong the Q like this? Yes or no? The answer is no. Because you cannot potong when it's there's a plus minus. You can only potong when it's a times relation. Times relation baru boleh. So 7Q cannot potong with the down there. But this down part can factorize. PQ and 4P, they both have what? They both have P. So take out the P lah. So left with Q plus 4 here. And now this one can potong. Why this one can potong? Because it's a times relation. You see, P times this. But earlier cannot, because this one is like minus, right? So when you take it out, now you can potong. And then now we left with Q square minus 16. And then this one I don't think can potong. Now we can continue with, this Q square minus 16 can further expand, because Q square minus 16 is Q square minus this 14 can change to what? Can change to 4 square. Okay, so it means this one can change to Q square minus 4 square, and it can and then you can open 2 bracket, Q4 1 minus 1 plus. So let's go Q minus 4 bracket Q plus 4 bracket over the Q times with 7Q over the P bracket Q plus 4. And now I can potong. Can you see Q plus 4 dengan Q plus 4? Yeah lah, because when it's darab, you will take atas darab atas, bawah darab bawah. So the atas one darab atas, everything will stay atas, bawah and bawah. That's why the atas and bawah can cut. And the Q, which is down here, also can cut with the Q up here. So we're left with what? Q minus 4 times 7, which is 7 bracket Q minus 4. And then down here left with P only. Okay, so this is the answer. So is there answer here? 7Q, I think it's B, right? Yeah. Okay, that's how you do it. I know a lot of students is very weak at this part one. Okay, like the pina, like all those, like how to hilangkan fraction, factorize all these things. So you do a lot of exercise. Okay, so you can be more familiar with it. Okay, let's go number 14. Given this, okay, this is blah blah blah, express R. So I need to find R. So P equals to square root 1 plus Q over R. And I also and if you get, how to say, if you are listening to me explain this question, I hope you, how to say, learn how to pindah yourself and try to, how to say, jangan takut the soalan, because a lot of students they very scared about all this fraction thing one. They, whenever they see fraction, square root, they will always give up one. They don't know how to pindah. Okay, so hopefully like I made this video like I can help you understand better lah. Okay, I will show you how I do it. Express R ma, so I want R to be single, so I will try to move one by one slowly. The first thing I will pindah is the square root, so square root pindah jadi square, so I left with 1 plus Q over R like this. And then the next thing is I will hilangkan fraction. How to hilangkan? Just move the R lah. So it becomes P squared times with R equals to 1 plus Q. Now the answer for R is 1 plus Q over P squared. That's it. That's all the answer. That's the answer. The answer is A. Okay. Can you see it's very simple actually? Like you just move only. Okay. But I know some of you, maybe you don't take at maths, you know, and maybe you are like afraid of this kind of things. So it's okay. Don't scared. It's very simple one. And hopefully like this video and my explanation can help you gain confidence. Okay, number 15. If x over y equals 49, let's write it down. X over y equals 49, comma 7. Oh, they asked for 7y over x equals to question mark. Okay, how should I do this? Okay, x over y equals 49. I think I can use like the penggantian punya cara. What do I mean by that? Hilangkan fraction here, move the y, so it becomes x equals 49y. So and then I take this x ganti inside this x lah. So 7y over x, the x I ganti with 49y. And then the y and y can potong because it's a time relation. And then 7 over 49 can also cut 1 over 7. That's the answer. Okay, number 16. Safura, oh, I almost said Sakura. Okay, Safura bought X pieces of Hari Raya cards for 100 1 ringgit 20 cent each. So one card is 1 ringgit 20 cent. But what if I buy 2 cards? Then you have to pay 2. You have to take 2 times the 1.2 lah. But what if you buy 5 cards? Then it'll be 5 times 1.2. What if you buy 11 cards? Then it'll be 11 times 1.2. But what if you buy X cards? Then you are paying 1.2x. This is the amount Safura paid. But then they say what? She paid 20 ringgit and received a balance more than 5. Oh, means after she paid at the counter, she have to pay this amount, right? But then she doesn't have the duit kecil lah, and she paid 20 ringgit. And then the cashier bagi balik balance, and the balance is more than 5. So we can say that the 20 minus the actual price should be more than 5. So state the correct inequality based on the information above. This one. So the answer is A, right? Yeah, that's the answer. Okay, not B, because already say this has to be more than. Not C also, because they never say at least. If they say at least, then C is the answer. If they say at least ataupun not less than, then the answer will be C. But if they say more than, then dia tak ada garisan one. The answer is A. Okay, understand? Yeah lah, because she paid 20 ringgit ma, and then she get balance more than 5. So 20 minus the price she pay should be bigger than 5 lah. Okay, I think it's very simple lah. Okay, so let's just continue. Number 17. In diagram 17, M is the center. Okay, I think this one I have to highlight it because the diagram there's too many lines already. So M is the center. Okay. Of 2 quadrants, MLN. Okay, quadrant means what? 90 degree. Quadrants mean like 1/4 of the circle means 90 degree. So 90 degree. Of 2 quadrants, which is MLN. Where is MLN? Let's find it. MLN. Oh, this one. MLN. LN. Okay. And MYX. Okay, like this. And then what else? And then it says while N is the center of N is the center of 2 quadrants NTW. So N is another center, but for NTW, which is this one, NTW, and also NUV. Okay, and then an NUV located in the square. Oh, it's a square. So if it's a square means all same length lah. So same length. Okay, and then which of the points A, B, C, D is the intersection of locus of the 2 points which move 8 cm from M, 4 cm from N? Okay, so this is about locus. Okay, let's erase all this highlighter. Okay, I think I understand already, because locus is about moving point. So the first locus is what? 8 cm from M. It means M is the fixed point and the moving point has to move 8 cm from it. So which is here lah. Here, here, like this, like this. Actually, it's a circle lah. Actually, it's a circle. Okay, actually, it's a circle. But you don't have to do the full circle lah, because yeah, actually the actual one is actually it will move like this, like a full circle. Okay, but I will use the diagram that you give us to answer, so I don't think I have to draw that. And then the next one is what more than, wait, what, more than 4 cm from n. Wait, more than 4, okay, n is here, right? So we all know 4 cm is like this, right? 4 cm is like this, like this. Okay, so but they say more than 4 cm, it means it has to be like here lah, because A, B, C, D, like these are all the option. Okay, A, B, C, and D. So of course it can be here also, here also, here also. This is also more than 4 cm, but the answer has to be one of the A, B, C, D answer. So the answer should be B lah, because this is the intersection. Can you see the red and the yellow line? They langgar dekat sini. So yeah. Okay, let's talk about this lah. The keyword is this actually. More than, because more than means it have to be further lah, more further. Means definitely not A, not D. It's either B or C, and B is the answer actually. That's the intersection. Okay, hope you understand. Number 18, in diagram 18, QST is a common tangent. The moment you see the word tangent, put a 90-degree. Here also I will put, but I don't want to put here lah, because there's many lines blocking. Okay, but we all know this and this is 90, this is also 90. But there's too many lines, so I won't put it. I think I'll put it here. Okay, to the circles with center K. Where is it? Center K. Okay. And then U. Okay, understand. KRSU is a straight line. Mana K? Where's R? I think this is R. They never label. Yeah. So KRSU is a straight line. Okay. Find the value of X plus Y. Okay. Let's start to do it. Okay. We cannot start from this part because there's not many information here. We have to start from this 31, because this is the only value. If you look at the whole diagram, this 31 is the only like information that they give you. The X don't know, the Y don't know, the 90 also you sendiri yang tulis. Yang dia bagi is only the 31. And what you can do from the 31 is you can take the 31 times 2 to get this angle, because we all know if the angle is here is X, this is the angle at the side, this is the angle at center, this will be the 2 times. If it looks like this. So 31 times 2 is 62 degree. And notice this KQ and KR, this should be same length. Why? Because they are both radius. So this will form an isosceles triangle, means I can find this angle and this angle, because it's an isosceles. So how to get this? You will take 180 minus 62 first, and then divide 2, because the total angle inside the triangle is 180. And minus 62 and divide 2, because there's 2 equal angle. 180 minus 62, let me press. 118 divide 2 is 59. Okay, I just pressed it and I got 59. So we all know that this is 59, then this is also 59. It means, can I get X now? Yes, because I told you already the whole thing is 90, right? So 90 minus 59, let's press it. 90 minus answer. Okay, I dapat 31. So X is 31 degree, but they want X plus Y, so I need Y also. So how to get this? Okay, 59. Okay, this is a straight line, right? So 180 minus 59. So 180 minus 59. I got 1 to 1. So this should be the 1 to 1. And then can you see this triangle here? This triangle, oh no, what have I done? Okay, thank God. Okay, I thought I messed everything already. Okay, it's okay. So like this. So can you see this triangle, triangle, triangle? So if it's a triangle means I can find this value, because it's a triangle ma. So inside the triangle it should be 180, and then minus the 1 to 1 minus the 1 dapat lah sini. So 180 minus the 1 to 1 and then minus the 31. So what do you get? 180 and 28. Okay. So it means the Y is also 28 lah. Okay, why this angle and this angle is same is because if I have a cross like this angle and this angle same, this angle and this angle same. Okay, you should know that. Okay, so Y is 28, X is 31. Now you just combine them together. 31 plus 28, 59. That's the answer. Okay, because they want X plus Y, right? So you have to add them together lah. The X is 31 plus 28. So that's all. Let's go to 19. Diagram 19. PQRST is okay. This is the keyword that you have to focus on. Regular. If you don't focus on this word, it's very easy. I was saying make mistakes. Okay, let's talk about this word regular. What is regular? Okay, dengar sini ya. If they say regular, it means sama panjang, sama panjang, sama panjang, sama panjang. This is also sama panjang, but it's not SU, it's ST, the whole thing. But there's a line blocking here, so I won't put it. Okay, but all the PQRST all sama panjang. So remember this word. Regular means sama panjang. And let me tell you something. If the side all sama panjang, it means the angle also all sama. The angle also all sama. It means X, 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 all same. Okay, all same. And can you tell me what is X? What is X? What is here? Like if it's a regular pentagon, what is the value of? If it's a regular, what is the angle all? It should be 108, 108, 108, 108, 108. Why is it 108? Because you have to use this formula. The sum of interior angle formula. This is from 3. This is under from 3. So the formula looks like this. N minus 2 times with 180 degree. Okay, let me explain what is this formula. Sum of interior angle means the sum of all the angle inside the polygon. So let's say if I have 5 sides, it means the N I will put 5 minus 2 times 180. And then I will tekan this. 5 minus 2 is 3. Let's tekan 3, I get 540. Okay. But the 540 is what? Is the sum of interior angle. Means all the angle inside add together. But they already say it's regular. It means all the angle are equally sized. Like the size are all same. So that's why I can divide 5 and then get for everyone. Okay. So you understand, That's how I know it. But of course, you can also memorize it like me, because I memorized it already. That's why I know it's 108. Okay. Yeah. If you take 540 divide 5, you memang dapat 108. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about triangle. Can you tell me what is the sum of triangle, like the interior angle of triangle? So you use this formula, but the n you will put 3 because the triangle has 3 sides, right? So 3 minus 2 times with 180. What is 3 minus 2? 1. 1 times 180, 180, right? But if they got say the word regular, or if it's the same length, then you can take 180 divide 3 then you get 60, 60, 60. Okay. What about like if it's a 6, it has let's say 7 sides. So what you do, you put n7 okay, 7 minus 2 but you can only divide. But when they say regular, then only you can then only they all have equal. Okay, I think enough already I talked way too long already. Okay, SUT is a straight line, SUT. Okay, understand? Find the value of x. Okay, so how to do? If you look at this whole diagram, the only information that they give you is 40. So obviously you have to start from there. Okay, so how to do? So we all know this is 108. This is also 108. This is also 108. This is okay. The 108 you have to be careful is the whole thing like this. Okay, and this one also the whole thing. But there's a line blocking dekat situ, so I won't write it. So this is what I will do. I will. Oh, I saw something. What is this? What is this? This is an isosceles triangle. How I know it's an isosceles? Because I already labeled this one sama panjang. So I can find this angle and this angle by taking 180 minus 108 divide 2. So I think it's 30. I get 36 here. So this is 36. This is also 36. But it's still not enough to find x. So how to find x? Okay, I saw it already. You can find here, right? Because do you remember what's the whole angle here? The whole angle here is 108, right? So I just take 108 minus 36, then I can get this part. So 108 minus 36, I got 72. And then if I want to find x, I'll just take this triangle, and x equals to 180 because the total angle inside triangle is 180 minus 40 and then minus 72. Okay, what I get? Okay, I already tekan, I got 48. Okay, why no answer? Wait, 180. 108 minus 36 is 72. 180 minus 72 minus 40. Oh, it's 68. Okay, sorry, I silap tekan. So this is 68. Yeah. Okay. So that's how. Okay. Question 20. So we are halfway finished the paper already. Okay, let's go. Diagram 20 shows a regular octagon. Okay, remember I told you how important is this word regular? Just the last question. Last question is also about regular. So remember this. If it's a regular, then it means all the sides sama panjang. But it's an octagon. So octagon is 8 sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And remember, If it's regular, summer. And what would be the angle? All also summer. All the 8 angle would be the same also. And how to know how much is this angle? Use the formula. What's the sum of interior angle formula? You remember I told you last question. If you forgot, rewind balik to question 19. Okay, the formula is n minus 2 times with 180. And the n will be 8 for this question because there's 8 sides. So 8 minus 2 is 6. What is 6 times 180? 6 times 180. I got 1080. But this 1080 is the sum of interior angle. Means the sum, the every angle add together is 1080. So we will take this 1080 divide by 8. Kenapa boleh divide 8? Because regular. That's why I can divide. Because they are, if regular means they are all same size. They are all equal size. That's why you can divide. Okay. So what happens when you divide 8? You get 135. Rupa-rupanya all this value is 135, 135, 135, 135, 135, all 135. But I will write in the diagram. 135, 135. I don't want lah. It looks so messy. I don't want to write it lah. Okay. But we all know that here is 135, 135, 135, 135. Okay, this one be careful. The whole thing is 135. Here, okay, I think I will write here. 135, 135. I only write at the important part. Okay, now let's see what they say. WXT is part of a size of another regular polygon. So WXT is another polygon. So there's another polygon here lah. But I don't know how many sides. So let's see what they want. Find the number of sides of the polygon. Find the number of sides of this polygon. Can you see the dotted line? Yeah, it means it hasn't complete yet. So if I want to know the how to say the number of sides of this polygon, first I need to know the angle here first. Like the angle which is how to say the angle yang inside each. Okay. For example, if it's a regular triangle, and if I tell you it's 60, you automatically know it's a triangle. And for example, if it's 108, like last question, if I tell you the angle is 108, and I never draw this part for you, you know it's a pentagon. Because if it's a regular polygon and the one of the angle, you know is like that. You faham maksud saya? And what if it's a 135? What if this angle is 135? Then it's a regular octagon. Okay, so we need to know how much is the angle here. Okay, so how to find this angle? So this is 63. This should be 63 also. So we have to calculate this angle. And how to calculate this? Can you see this? How many sides? Has 5 sides, right? So if it has 5 sides, what is the sum of interior angle? It will be 540. So if I want to get this value, I will take 540 minus the 63 minus the 63 minus the 135 minus the 135. Okay, maybe some of the students will ask, hey, this one not 108 because I thought last question you say 5 side means 108. Okay, listen here. It's 108 when it's a regular pentagon. If it's sama panjang, then only you can take the 540 divide by 5. Then only you get 108. This is not regular. This is not a regular. Look carefully. This is 63, 135, 135, 63. This is definitely, it's not a regular pentagon. It's a pentagon lah, but it's not a regular pentagon. But the sum is still 540. So 540 minus all this. So let's go. 540 minus 63 minus 63 minus 135 minus 135. I got 144. So 144 is the value here. So we all now know that the WXT angle is 144. And 144, I think it stands for, I don't know. I forgot already. I got memorized before, but I forgot already. So we have to try one by one. So is it 10 sides? So let's try. We will use this formula. So we will muscle 10 minus 2 and then times 180 and see what we get. So 10 minus 2 is 8. 8 times 180 is 1440. But the 1440 you have to divide by 10. And yeah, 8 is the answer. It means the WXT has 10 sides. Okay, I hope you understand. Okay, but what if it's a 9 side? What would be the angle for each? Like if it has 9 sides, what would be the value? Let's try 9 minus 2 times 180, and then the whole thing have to divide by, oh my god, the whole thing have to divide by 9. The whole thing have to be divided by 9. So what is 9 minus 2? 7. 7 times 180 divided by 9. So I get 140. Maksudnya apa? If it's a regular polygon and it has 9 sides, all the angle all the 9 angle will be 140. That's what it means. But the answer is A lah. The answer is A because 1/4, you get 1440 here, right? And then you have to divide 10 and then you get 144. Okay, it's definitely not 8 because 8 side we already know is 135. The each angle is 135 if it's a regular octagon. Okay, because if you take 8 minus 2 times 180, you will get 1080, and then you divide 8, you will get 135. Okay, you already do that just now. So the answer is A. So hopefully you understand. These are all from 3-1. These angles, all polygon, these are all like lower form. Okay. Okay, let's go to 21. Diagram 21. Is it 21? Yeah, 21. Okay, diagram 21 shows points P and point. Wait, what? Okay, shows point P. Okay, shows point P. And then Q is the image of P. So P is the object. And then Q is the image of P. So P object go to image. So P is the object. And then the image, we don't know yet. But they say that Q is image of P under the translation 5, -3. So 5, -3 means to the ke kanan, the right. 3 and -3 means ke bawah. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't go up, go down. 1, 2, 3. So the answer is C. Very easy. It's just that sometimes they might make it hard by telling you, maybe they will tell P is the image, like that. If P is the image, then you have to do it terbalik already. Okay, but they say P is object, right? So yeah, you just have to be careful. Siapa image, siapa object, then you can do. Here comes the ones. This is the one that I mentioned earlier. So this one is easy, because they say P is the object. You just have to find image. But this one, you have to read carefully, because if you don't, you get wrong answer. So K prime, L prime, M prime, N prime, N prime is the image. So this is the image. This is the object. If I don't label this, it's very easy to put salah one. Under an enlargement at the center, calculate the scale factor. Scale factor formula is I/O, bahagi dengan O. So image over object. So image will be what? Let's take this. So we have 2 kotak. This is the image. And then I have to bahagi with what? Not bahagi with KN. Of course, you have to bahagi with the corresponding sides. This ML, the corresponding side is this one. So you have to bahagi 4. So the answer is 1/2. But did you notice that this, this trapezium and this trapezium, they are terbalik. So when they are terbalik, it means the scale factor have to put negative. So that's the answer in A. Okay, let me tell you what's the common mistake yang students lalu buat, ataupun the common misconception. The common misconception is student thinks that, oh, the negative is there because the image is getting smaller. No, no. Okay, no. The negative doesn't indicate the image getting smaller. The negative indicates the image and object terbalik. I hope you know that. Okay, so if the scale factor is -1/2, it doesn't mean that it's getting smaller. The negative means that it's terbalik. And the 1/2, can you see 1/2 is 0.5? It means it's getting smaller. Okay, it means the negative has nothing to do with the size. The negative is just telling you it's terbalik, or like the negative is just telling you terbalik. Okay, what if the scale factor is 1/2? It means it's getting smaller. It means getting smaller by half the size. What about -2? Okay, -2 means it's getting bigger, it's getting bigger. It's getting 2 times bigger, but terbalik. Because got negative. You don't tell me getting smaller. You thought, oh, -2. Oh, it means getting smaller because negative. No. The negative, I already said the negative means terbalik. So this if the scale factor is -2 means the image is getting bigger actually. It's bigger, 2 times bigger, but terbalik lah, because the negative means terbalik. And then 2 is just getting bigger. Okay, hope you understand. Let's go to 23. Diagram 23 shows a tower and a building located P and Q. R is the peak of tower. Okay, I can feel it already. This is also a Form 3 chapter, and it's under angle of elevation and depression. Okay, angle of elevation and depression. Okay, let's do it together. So it's a Form 3 chapter. So we can see that this is a tower, this is a building. Okay, PQ. This is the peak of the tower, 90 degree. Yalah, tower must be 90. Given that the angle of depression, that depression means look down to the angle. Elevation means look up. The depression look down. Of P from the peak of tower R is 38. So imagine you are standing here and you put your eyes, you look down to the tower. Look down to the P. So and the angle is 38. So where should I put my 38? You see, most students will put the 38 here. The moment you put here, wrong already. You put here, gone already, your marks. Right? So it's not here. The 38, you have to do like this, because when you look from R to P, what you have to do is you have to draw a line that is parallel to the horizontal ground first. Okay, this is the horizontal ground. You have to draw a line parallel first. So this is your 38. So not this, not this, the one is wrong, So this is the 38. Because when you stand here, your eyes naturally look at the horizontal. Your eyes naturally, like when you are not looking up or down, your eyes will naturally look in front. And then when you look down, that's the angle. Okay, not here. No one, it's not here. Okay, so hope you understand. Okay, so that's the 38. But if this is 38, this should be 38 also, because we all know that this eye level and this ground is parallel. So if parallel means Z shape, Z, 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 so 38, this is also 38. And we can find this angle also, but you don't have to. Okay. Okay, and then they say the height of tower is 165.5. Oh, this height is 165.5 meter. Find the value of x. Where is x? Okay. So I think I can use the trigonometry to find. I cannot use Pythagoras theorem. Why? Because Pythagoras theorem, you need you need two sides. Okay. Okay, if you look here, is 165.5. This is 38. This is x. If I have this length, then I can use Pythagoras theorem. I can take this length square minus this square and then square root it. But I don't have this length. So the only way is to use trigo, the Socato. So we can see this is the angle. Angle in front, we call it the opposite. 90 in front, we call it the hypotenuse. The remaining one, we call it the adjacent. So what I have now, opposite. And what I want to find, adjacent. So OR, we use tangent. So tangent 38 equals to opposite 165.5 bahagi dengan adjacent, which is your x. So to get your x, I will just, okay, let's press first lah. Okay, okay, I think I will pindah lah. Okay, so tangent 38 times x equals to 165.5, and then x equals to 165.5, darab jadi bahagi tangent 38. So now I press this, I get the answer. 165.5 divide tangent 38. Okay, I sit up. I go and tekan log 38. Okay, okay, I got it already. 211.83. 211.83 meter lah, because the original is in meter also. So the answer is, okay, okay. So that's how you do it. Let's go 24. Diagram 24 shows a graph of trigo function for 0 to 360. Okay, for 360. And we can see that this is obviously a sine graph. Can you see it looks like a wave, right? So it's like a wave. It's not a cos graph or tangent graph, it's a sine graph. And then they say which function represents the function for diagram 24. So we have A, y equals sine x. I know this is wrong. B, y equals sine x plus 2. This is also wrong. C, y equals sine x minus 2. Also wrong. That's okay. The answer is D. Okay, let me explain more detail why I can terus tengok and terus tahu. Okay, I think you can do also lah. This one, I don't know lah. Okay, okay, tak apa lah. I explain. A sine bx plus c. A is amplitude. B is number of cycle. C is if it's positive, then move up lah. Put arrow, move up. If it's negative, then you move down. So the number in front of x here, the B, indicates number of cycle. It means actually I should say number of cycle in 360 degree. In 360 degree. So if the sign is sine 2x, it means what? Dalam 360 ada berlaku dua sine graph. Itu maksudnya. If it's sine 3x, it means in 360 degree exists 3 sine graph. That's what it means. But in 360 only exists 1 sine graph and 2 sine graph. That is why I know it should be sine 2x. That's why this one wrong. It's answer automatic D already. And also, if you look carefully, the amplitude is how much? The amplitude is 2. That's why the A should be 2. So the answer is D. But there shouldn't be plus 2 or minus 2, because the graph never shift up or shift down. Because the original graph memang start from 0 one. The original sine graph, this is the most basic one, the sine, the original one. This is x, this is y, this is 1, -1. This is the paling basic punya lah. Like when the amplitude is 1, when the number of cycle also 1, everything like this. So you can see that the starting never changed. The ending also still there. It doesn't move up or down. That's why there shouldn't be plus 2 minus 2. The answer is okay. This is like very self-explanatory lah if you understand the concept. You just have to understand how to, like, what all the numbers means. Okay, 25. Okay, this one is also lower form, and a lot of students tak jaga dia orang punya form 3 punya chapter. And that's what caused them to, cost them all this like free marks. They can't get it. Like this is all from 3. This is also from 3. And a lot of students, they don't revise or they don't pay attention to the form 3 chapter. And I know for sure, even though it's from 3, many people can't do it. This one, many people do it wrong one. So I will teach you how I do it, and I will tell you the right way, the formula. So let's go. Diagram 35 shows the perimeter of square P and square Q are 32 and 8. So perimeter of square P is 32. So what I can do is, because perimeter means all these sides add together, right? And they already say it's square, means these are all sama panjang. So if I say that the perimeter of square is 32, I can take, means this number plus this number plus this number plus this number is 32. So you just take 32 divide 4, and then you will get 8, 8, 8, 8. And then 8 also you can, and then perimeter of square Q is 8, right? So 8 you can divide 4, you will get 2. So this side is 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 cm. Okay. Now, given that the square P is the scale drawing of square Q, find the scale use. Excuse me. Okay, you have to be very careful here. This is under form 3, and this is under a topic called scale drawing. Okay, this is you learn during lower form. You learn during form 1, form 2, form 3, not form 4, form 5. But maybe you forgot already, so I will tell you now how to do. So they want you to find the scale use, right? Okay, I want to teach you by using formula. So remember just now got one question about scale factor. Let's scroll up and find it. Where is the scale? This one. Find the scale factor. And I told you what is the formula? I per O, image divide object. So image divide object is the formula. So I should put the formula here. So if I want to find the scale, I should use this formula, I divide by O. But can you see all the answer is in ratio format? So how? Okay, listen here. If I have 1/2, do you know that this can change to 1/2? I told you before in class, the fraction can change to ratio 1. If I say 3/4, you can actually make it 3/4. Okay, it means you just have to tambah satu step. Okay, so let's find the I per O first. But let's talk about which one is image, which one is object. Is P the image or is Q the object? Because they say given that square P is the scale drawing of square Q. So find the scale use. So do I take 8 divide 2, 8 divide 2, or 2 divide 8? Which one is the correct one? Okay, listen here. They say P is the drawing, right? So that's the image. Okay, that's the image. Because P is the image. Because they say P is the drawing, it means this is the object. Okay, so what you have to do is take 8 divide 2. 8 divide 2. So it will be 8 divide 2, you will get 4. Right? 4. Now, I know for sure students will go and bullet B one because they saw the 4 already, and then they would bullet B. Okay, it's wrong. Okay, it's wrong. You know why? Because if you bullet B, it means 1/4, but this is 4/1. So the right answer is D actually, because I told you already, this 4 is actually 4/1, and it actually means 4/1. 4/1. And if you look at this, you can actually hilangkan the fraction, and how you hilangkan is you times 4 here, you times 4 here. What is 1 times 4? 4. 1/4 times 4? 1. Can you see this one and this one match? So the answer is D actually. You faham maksud saya? Then maybe student will ask, hey, you can suka hati like this, darab, anything you want. Yeah lah, can ma. Because if I say 5/10, if I want to times 2, can like just cincai buat macam tu, I just want to times 2, can Can, but you have to make sure nombor bawah pun times benda yang sama. 5 times 2 is 10, 10 times 2 is 20. And this 10/20 in front of that is the same thing. Yeah, they are the same. Okay. And if you don't like, you want to divide 5. 5 divided 5 is 1. 10 divided 5 is 2. Also can. This one, all three is same thing. Maksudnya, you can do whatever you want. Just make sure you do for both lah. If you times 3 atas, you times 3 bawah. If you divide 10 atas, you divide 10 bawah. Maksudnya, fraction memang boleh buat macam ni. And I tell you already, ratio is actually like fraction. That's why the answer is D, not B. Because, okay, if your answer is 1/4, your scale factor is 1/4, then yeah, the answer is B. Okay, so that's the way. And I want to explain one thing is how I know that the P is the image. Okay, let's talk about this. Object. You remember this keyword, object means real, ataupun actual. Image is like when you see the word drawing, ataupun floor plan, or sometimes I call it like fake. Okay, fake. Okay, let me explain this. So let's say we have okay, let's say we have Christmas tree. Okay, and this Christmas tree is like very tall one. It's like maybe like 200 cm lah. Okay, just example only. Christmas tree. And then there's a star here lah. Okay, star. Whatever lah. Okay. So Christmas tree. 200 cm. And I want to take a picture of this Christmas tree, and I want to look at the Christmas tree punya picture inside my book. Okay. So what do you think I will do? I will take the camera, I will snap a picture of this, and then print it out, and then lekat dalam buku saya. But when I place the photo of the Christmas tree here, what do you think will be my height? What do you think will be the length of the Christmas tree in the book? Will it be 200 centimeter? No lah, of course no lah, because where can you get a book that is like 200 centimeter? You faham maksud saya? It means the 200 centimeter will shrink to, let's say, 2 centimeter, right? Because when you take the picture, the photo is not the actual size one. Okay, it's like a fake punya size lah. Okay, so we can say that this is the object and this is the image. Why? Because this is the 200 centimeter is the real one, the actual one. That's why it's the object. And then this one is like a drawing. It's a fake one. You know, you try to make it smaller already. So it's the fake length. That's why it's the image. Okay, so that's how you remember. Another example. Let's say I'm an engineer. Okay, engineer, and I try to build a house, and I try to draw the floor plan. I because before I build the house, I want to build the kitchen, the living room, the toilet, and I do everything nicely, and I draw it in a map, in a floor plan, and then I go and build the actual house. After I draw, I build the actual house. So which one is the object? Which one is the image? This floor plan is the image, right? And this is the real house, the actual house. The real one, the actual, that's the object lah. This one is just a drawing. It's a fake one. It's like just an image. Okay. So if they say given that square P is a scale drawing of Q, can you see the word drawing? The keyword here, drawing. So we all know it means P is just a drawing. Q is the actual one. Q is the real one, the actual one. But P is just a drawing. It's like a map lah. It's just a map. It's the fake one. That's why P is the image, Q is the object. Okay. So you memorize this, you will know how to determine whose object, whose image now. So remember, if they say P is drawing, means P is the image. Okay, just remember all these keywords. Okay, I spent a lot of time on that question, but I think it's worth it because student doesn't know how, usually students cannot do one this kind of question. Even though it's form 3, they cannot do one. Usually student forgot. It's not because I want to pandang rendah at you lah. It's just because it happens so many times. Every year it's the same problem. All the form 3 chapter students never like take care of it. So I hope my explanation helped you understand better. So I just want to emphasize on this type of question lah, form 3 punya. Let's go to 26. Given that the graph TVE, okay, so far nothing much. And then E is I think this stands for age, right? The ages. So we have this one. So there's a lot of age here. Okay, and then state the vertex with the maximum. D stands for degree of vertex. But did you see there's a in here? So if there's an in here means there is direction. It means this is a directed graph. Because if it's not directed, there will not be in out like that one. It will just be like this. It will just be degree vertex. So the moment I see the word degree in, means automatic. This one all got direction. Means got arrow one. So if I say the edge is F to G, what do I mean by that is the edge must go from F to G. It has an arrow going from F pointing towards G. So this is the initial vertex. This is the terminal vertex. Initial, terminal, initial, terminal, initial, terminal, initial, terminal, initial, terminal. Okay, means the starting and the ending lah. Initial means the starting, terminal means the ending. Ending. Okay, so F to G. So let's choose any point F and then connect to G. But I have to put arrow because I told you already it's directed. And then same thing, initial to terminal, K to F. So choose anywhere, just put here K. But the arrow have to go where? Have to point at F, like this. If you terbalik also wrong one. So done. H to G. So just put anywhere you want. H here. So where is the arrow? Point to G or point to H? Point to G, like this. Okay. And you can put the H anywhere you want. Doesn't mean have to be here, can be anywhere. Okay, JH. Mana JH? Okay, H is here. So J, join the line, but I have to point towards H. And then JI. Okay, J. Okay, just put I anywhere lah. Just put here. But point where? J to I. So I is the like this. And then HI. Where is H? Okay, HI. Like this. But the arrow is pointing where? So from H to I. So like this. Okay, now this is state the vertex with maximum degree of vertex, but degree of going in. So we can say that for point K, the degree of going out, because you can see the line going out of V is 1. Okay, degree of in. Okay, and then what is the degree of vertex for F? Okay, we can see that F got one line going out and got one line going in. So the degree in vertex V is 1. The degree out vertex V is 1 for F lah. And then for G, the degree in, okay, I can see 1 going in. 2 also going in. So degree is 2 lah. Means going in, both also going in. Okay, the H got 3 degree. Okay, but 1 going out, 2 going out, and then this one not going out. So the degree of out only 2. And then the degree of going in is 1. Okay, like this. Hey, do you know what is degree? Degree means like how many lines cucuk dekat dia. So H got 3 lah. But since this is a directed, so some is going in, some is going out. That's why you have to separate everything nicely. Okay, let's go to J. So we have 1 going out. This one also going out. So 2 lines cucuk, but both lines is going out because got direction. So degree of out is 2. Done. And then go to I. So I is what? 1 going in, 2 going in. So both also going in. So it's 2. Okay, they ask what? State the vertex with maximum degree of vertex going in. So K is definitely not the answer already because K has no going in. What about J, G, and F? Let's see. J, where is J? Here. Okay, J also wrong because J doesn't have any degree going in. So it's either G or F. So G or F. G lah. The answer is G lah because G has the degree in is 2, but the F, the degree in is only 1. So the answer is, yeah, I think that's the answer. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to 27. A tree has P, Q, R, and S vertices. Which of the following is possible set of edges? Oh my god. This one I have to put star lah, bro. I put 1, 2, 3. I put 5 star. Why? Because this is so common in exam. This question comes out so many times because I got do all the trial in 2021, not 2022, 2021, and every state comes out this thing like the tree. Okay, and now I'm doing 2022 already, and it still comes out. So the exam really like this. So you have to know the characteristic of tree. So the characteristic is all vertices must be connected. All vertices are connected. Okay. And then next is oh my god, I don't remember. What do I do? 3. Okay. All vertices connected. Got 4 one, I remember. No cycle. No cycle. And then the next one is the NE must be equals to NV minus 1. Means the number of edges equals to number of vertex minus 1. And then there is one more. What is it? Okay. Apa? I will remember later. Okay, which of the following is possible set of edges? So we can see that the first one, PQ, PR, QR. Okay, just draw it lah. P to Q. So this is P, this is Q, this is R, this is, okay, just PQR only. Okay, so PQR. Okay, so P to Q, P to R. So P to Q, and then P to R. Okay, and then Q to R. Like this. Okay, this is definitely not 3. So A is wrong already. Why? Because 3 cannot have cycle. So like this is cycle already. Like you see this, like 3 cannot have this one. So A is wrong. So what about B then? The B one have we have PQRS. So we have a S here, but this time it's PQ. Okay, PQ, and then PQ again. Oh, means wrong already lah. Okay, I remember already. I remember what's the one more characteristic. It has to be simple graph. Okay, I couldn't remember just now, but now I remember. So yeah, it's simple graph. What do you remember? No simple graph, no multiple edges, and no loops. Okay, so please remember memorize these 4 characteristics. Believe me, you will be using this a lot in the next set trial, in the next set trial. Even though I haven't do, but I can already predict it. It will for sure come out one these 3 things, because these 3 always comes out in the exam. So you must memorize these 4 characteristics. So let's memorize together now. What's the first one? All vertices are connected. What does it mean? It means it cannot have one isolated vertex. What do you remember? Isolated means like contour like this, like the S doesn't have any connection. So that's the first ciri-ciri. Second ciri-ciri is no cycle. No cycle means cannot have cycle lah. Okay, the third one is simple graph. No multiple edges, no loops. What's multiple edges? Like this, multiple edges. Okay, and then no loops also. And then the last one is the NE equals to NB minus 1. Okay, so we already know A is not the answer. B is also not, because B have multiple edges. Let's go to C pula. So erase all this. Okay, erase. Okay, so P, we have Q. Okay, let's see C. PQ. So P to Q join. SP, S to P join. R to R. Okay, this is wrong already. This is not 3 already. So the answer is D. Because I already say 3 cannot have, must be simple graph. So no loops, no multiple edges. Can you see this is a loop? So C is wrong. So the answer should be D lah. Okay, but let's check and see lah, betul ke? Okay, what is D? P to Q. Okay, let's go. And then Q to R. Okay, this one actually. Okay, let's go. P to Q. Okay, I draw already. And then Q to R. Okay, like this. And then Q to S. Okay, like this. Yeah, this is the 3. Because it how to say? It fulfill all the characteristic. All vertices connected. No cycle. Simple graph. And the number of edges is number of vertex minus 1. Because the number of vertex is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4. And then the number of edges 1, 2, 3. It fulfill the condition. So that's the answer. Okay, please memorize these 4 things. But trust me, I will be saying these 4 characteristics in the next paper. Believe me. I will be saying this a lot in the next video, because I'm for sure it will come out. Okay, 28. Given the universal set is blah blah blah. Okay, set L, M, N, blah blah blah, 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 blah. Okay, so they want the set N complement. If they want N complements, means everything except N. So we all know that they already said universal set is L, M, and N semua ambil. So universal set is equals to, so L, M, and N all together lah. So all together have what? So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3. But if repeat means we only write one time. 3, and then 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. 6 repeat already. 6 repeat already. 7, 8, 9, and this one is repeat. So 7, 8, 9. So this is the universal set. But they say list all the elements of set N complement. But we all know set N is 3 and 6. But what is N complement? It means ambil semua except N. Means N complements means everything except N lah. So tamau 3 and tamau 6. So the answer is 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, the answer is D. Okay. Because the comma, the apostrophe here means complement. Pelengkap. I think in bahasa Melayu. Pelengkap. So the complement is, just don't take 3, 6 lah. Okay, 29. Given that set M, okay, set M, okay, set P, okay, find the complement of intersection of MN and P. You see this word again, complement, like last question. What is complement? I told you already, right? Complement means what? Pelengkap. It means you have to take everything except the one you want. So what is the one you want now? M intersection of MN and P. So I have to find M intersect N intersect P first. Okay. So what is the intersection? You find those yang sama lah. So the common element. So E, E, E. Okay, lagi. F, no, this one don't have F. I. Okay, I is one of the intersection. J, okay, J. K, no. K doesn't have here. L, no. Okay, so the intersection of M, N, and P, the 3 intersection, like if I draw, the intersection here, the middle one is only EIJ. And then they say find the complement. It means what? Your everything except EIJ lah. So wrong, wrong, because got IJ. This one also wrong because got J, so answer is C. Okay, because if I potong the EIJ, you only left with FKL lah. So FKL. This one just repeat. Yeah. Okay, this is also one of the questions that student tak hafal. So let's do it together. If K is a perfect square, then square root K is an integer. Can you see this is an implication? What is implication? Forget already. So this is which chapter? First of all, this is under Form 4 chapter, I believe. It's called logical reasoning. And you have to know something under logical reasoning. There's a lot of things you need to know. And this is under implication. Implication is what? They will give you this format. If something, then something. And I told you before already. This one, usually I call it P. This one, I call it Q. And there's a name for this. What do we call this? This is what we call the antecedent. Okay? Antecedent. Or in Bahasa Melayu, antejadian. And this is the consequent. Or the akibat, antecedent and consequent. You have to know this. So can you tell me what's the antecedent here? What's the P here? This one, K is perfect square. And then starting from here, square root K is an integer. This is the Q, the consequent. And then they say state the contrapositive. Okay, first of all, the implication, the original implication looks like this. If P, then Q. But what if I want to find the converse? What you have to do? You have to terbalikkan the antecedent and consequent. So it'll be if Q, then P. What about inverse? Okay, the inverse, you will go to your implication, but you don't terbalikkan. But you have to do negation. So this is the symbol for if negation P, then negation Q. What is negation? Means you have to change the truth value. It means you have to add the perkataan not ataupun no. So for example, this is P, this is Q, right? What if I want the inverse? Then what will I write? If K is not a perfect square, then square root K is not an integer. Okay, the one I just told you, that's the inverse. Okay, if K is not perfect square, then square root K is not integer. Because inverse no need terbalik one. Inverse no need terbalik one, just do negation. Do negation. The terbalik one, the switch is converse. Converse yang kena switch. Oh my god, what happened? Sorry. Okay. Okay. Now let's go to the last one, which is contrapositive. So contrapositive is what? You have to terbalik and switch. So it will be if negation Q, then negation P. So the contrapositive will be if you have to write, it means you have to terbalik and also do negation. Okay. Sekali lagi, converse, switch place, ataupun terbalik. Inverse, do negation, but don't switch. But contrapositive, terbalik and do negation. Switch and do negation. Like that. Okay. Okay. So contrapositive is what? If negation Q, then negation P. So negation Q. So if square root K is not integer, and you see I will add the word no there, not there inside, because I'm doing negation. Then what? K is not perfect square. Can you see I add the word not there? Just to make it like, just to change the truth value, change do negation. And also, don't go and terbalikkan the then and if. The then and if stay there one. You only terbalik the B and Q. The if then stay there. So A, B, C, D, which one is the answer? Wrong. B is it? K is not integer. No, this one doesn't square root. This also wrong. B K is not. Yeah, looks the same, right? The same. Okay, so that's the answer. Okay, we are almost finished already. Let's go. 31. In a crossword competition, the organizer have received 100 entry forms from all over the Kedah. Oh, just by the way, this is the Kedah paper. We are doing Kedah paper. This is like trial Kedah. Okay, so there's 100 form. The probability of choosing entry form from Kuala Muda is 1/5. Okay, if there's 100 form and the probability of choosing how to say, choosing from Kuala Muda district, Kuala Muda is 1/5, then how many form is from Kuala Muda? Just take 100 times 1/5, you get 20. Okay, then there will be 80 left lah, and the 80 left I think is not from Kuala Muda. So what they say, calculate the number of entry form that are not from Kuala Muda. Answer easy. Okay, quite easy. Or you can also say 100 times 4/5. Like this also can. You will also get 80. You do like this also can, because total probability is 1. And if the probability is getting from column muda is 1/5, then not from column muda is 1 minus 1/4/5, and darab you get 80 also. Okay, it's the same. Quite easy. This one no need to explain much. Okay, 32 is also easy. And I revised this chapter. I revised the hell out of this chapter in the class, the probability, because got student request to do this chapter. So I do it so much, I spend so many class to revise this with you. And if you get this wrong, I will be very sad. But it's fine. You just learn from the mistake. But I'm sure you can get it correct. So you check and see. Diagram that shows 3 cards in box X and 2 cards in box Y. Okay, I can see it. Okay, what is the sample space? Let's read first. Okay, 2 cards are picked at random. Okay, 2 cards. But read carefully. The first card is picked from box X. So I close my eyes. I take 1 card from here. Maybe I get P. Maybe I get E. Maybe I get N. I don't know. And the second card is picked from box Y. And then I pick 1 card from here, 1 card from here, and then I combine the result. So which of the following sample space is correct? So first of all, got how many sample space? What is the NS? What is the total sample space? So got 3 card here, got 2 card here. So total sample space will be 6. I hope you tell me 6, not 5. Not 5. Please. If you draw 5, I will be very sad. Okay, because I spent so many weeks doing this chapter with you. Why 6? Because 3 times 2, not 3 plus 2. Please. And what are all the sample space? P7, P9, E7, E9, and 7 and 9. So the answer is C. Okay, it's very easy, right? Or maybe some of you want to use the table method. Can also, nothing wrong with that. So how we do it? P, E, N, and then 7, 9. And all this quota represents possibility. So maybe I get P from here and then 7, or maybe P9 or E7, E9, N7, N9. That's the answer. Okay. Okay, I think I can continue lah. Okay, 33. Table 33 shows the number of books sold by a shop. So these are all number of books sold, but in 2 days. Sunday, Monday. So 2 days, 2 days. Oh, this one is in 1 day. So in Saturday, 7 books. But some of it like already joined 2 days. Okay, the mean of the number of magazines sold by the shop in a day, in a week, is 7. So the mean is 7. This is the symbol for mean. And we all know mean formula is what? All the total add together. So all the number of magazines add there. So x plus 3 plus 12 plus 2x plus 7. Okay, divide by what? You shouldn't divide by 4. You don't think it's divided by 4 because this one got 2 days, 2 days, 2 days. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And because also 1 week got 7 days. So in a week, so it should be 7. Okay, 7 times 7 is 49 here. And then this will be x plus 2x. I think it's 3x. And then the 3 plus 12 plus 7, you use your calculator, you will get 22. And then 3x equals to 27, x equals to 9. So we all know this is 9. So 9 plus 3 is 12. 9 times 2 is 18, like this. So what they want actually, find the value D. Yeah, that's all. Okay, 34. The mean value of 4 number is 90. We all know mean formula is take the sum of all values divided by n. But we all know that the mean is 90 already. So the mean is 90. And then the sum walaupun tak tahu, but the n they say 4 numbers So the 4 lah. So it means the sum of all value of x is 90 times 4, which is 360. So I get this already, even though the soalan, I still haven't finished reading the soalan, but I already know the sum of value of x 360. 2 of the numbers are 60 and 72. So there's 4 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. But 2 of the number is 60 and 1 of the number is 72. The other two I don't know lah. But I know the total is 360. And then they say the value of the other 2 number, what? X for each. Oh, okay. So the other 2 number, walaupun I don't know, but it's a x. It means these two value is the same value. Is like same value. It means if this is 5, this is also 5. If this is 1,000, this is also 1,000. It's same. So it means I can find because I know the total is 360, right? I just 360 minus this, and then divide by 2, then I get this already. But let's see what they want. If each value of x is subtracted by 8, calculate the new mean of 4 numbers. Okay, I cannot take the old mean and then minus 8, cannot. Because it's not all value subtracted by 8. This is only the x value minus 8, x value minus 8. The 60 never minus 8, 72 also never minus 8. So I cannot do any shortcut. I think I have to find the x and then do everything from the beginning. Okay, so how to do? Take 360 minus 60 minus 72, and then after you equal, then only divide by 2. So 300 minus 72 equals divided by 2. Okay, I press the calculator, I got 114. It means the four numbers is 114, 114, 60, 72. But it's not arranged nicely, but it's okay. And then they say if each value of x is subtracted by 8, so 114 have to minus 8, 10. Okay, 106. So 106, 106. But this one don't minus 8. This one stay. This one also stay the same. Calculate the new mean. So what's the new mean? 106 plus 106 plus 60 plus 72 divide by 4. So you tekan this, you get the answer. Okay. Let me tekan. Wait for me. Okay, I got it. 86. Yeah, the mean is 86. So that's all. Okay, almost there. Diagram 35 shows a dot plot that represents the average revision. What? Average of revision hours for 21 pupils. Oh, okay. Means I do a survey and I see how many hours the students study, do revision. So maybe the first student say, oh, I study 3 hours one day. So I put a dot here. And then means got two students yang study 3 hours per day. And for 4 hours got 1, 2, 3, 4 students. And then 5 orang student yang study 5 hours ada 4 orang and so on. Okay, but got 21. So there should be 21 dots here. If you count all the dots, there should be 21. Calculate the range of the dot plot above if each value is multiplied by 2. Okay, this one don't do first. You find the old range first. So what's the old range? Range is the maximum value minus minimum value. So it will be 8 minus 3. So it will be 5. But some student they don't understand one, sometimes they will say something like, oh, take the paling banyak punya dot minus the paling sikit punya dot. Not like that lah, bro. Not like that. Range is not like that one. Range is like you take the highest value minus the smallest value. Okay, so it's just 8 minus 3. No such thing like what take what highest. Like I pernah dengar satu student cakap macam tu. So no, just 8 minus 3. Okay, and then they say calculate the new range if the dot plot above if each value is multiplied by 2. So what happens to the new range? Also have to multiply by 2 lah. So the answer is 10. What if I say added by 2? What if I say plus 2? Then what is the new range? 5. Okay. Do you know that? Or you don't know that? Do I explain this? Okay, let's explain. So we have range. No. We have range. We have interquartile range. We have variance. We have standard deviation. And we have this. Let's say the range is 5, 7. The interquartile range 7. This one is 1. This one is 2. Okay. Contoh, okay. And I say every value plus 2, every value minus 2, every value times 2, every value divide 2. So what do you think will happen to this? 5 stay kekal. Kenapa? Because plus and minus will not affect measures of dispersion. The 5712 will not change. But if I take every value times 2, then yes, the range also 5 times 2, 10, 7 also times 2, 14. But the 1, you have to times 2, but have to add square. So it's 4. And then 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, why the variance have to times 2 square? Why not just times 2? Because that's just how variance works. The variance one have to add square one. Okay, divide 2. 5 divide 2 is 5 over 2. 7 divide 2 is 7 over 2. 1 divide 2 ke? No, divide 2 square. So it's 1 over 4. And then 2 divide 2 get 1. Okay. So what you have to remember, plus minus, if every value plus minus, the range will not change, interquartile range will not change, variance standard deviation will not change. But if it's multiplied by 2 atau divide 2, then it will change. And if you multiply by 3, then you times 3 lah. If divide by 3, divide 3. And if it's variance, just tambah square. That's it. It's just variance saja yang special, yang kena ada square. Okay. So this one is range, right? That's why just times 2. Okay. Or maybe some of you maybe bulat B. But B is wrong. Because B, you have to multiply by 2. Okay. Okay, hope you understand. 36. Stable, so borrowed by 20 people. So this is obviously the total frequency in September. So 3 plus 5 plus 8 plus 2 plus 2, you get 20 lah. What does it mean by this? It means number of books. Orang yang baca satu buku ada 3 orang. So 1, 1, 1 like that. And then
2, 5. So 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Ada 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 3, 3, ada 8 kali lah, and so on. But I don't have time to write all that. Masing-masa saja. So it means this is the frequency lah. Okay, and this is just the x lah. This is the frequency. So they want to calculate the variance, but you cannot find variance directly. You need mean, because the formula for variance is what? Is the sigma x square divided by n minus the mean square, right? But there's another version of the formula, right? What's the other version of the formula? It's sigma f x square divided by n minus the mean square. Okay, and I told you already, when will we be using this version? When has frequency. Okay, this question have frequency. Have. So I need to use this one. And there's no square root. Variance, the other square root one. Only standard deviation, the other square root. So let's find mean. Okay, how to find mean? 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, but very slow. Just take 1 times 3 lah, because 1 plus 1 plus 1 means 1 times 3. So 1 times 3 plus 2 times 5 plus 3 times 8 plus 4 times 2 plus 5 times 2, divide with the total frequency, 3 plus 5 plus 8 plus 2 plus 2, but we already know it's 20. Okay, so let's calculate this quickly. 3 plus 10 plus 24 plus 8 plus 10 equals 20. Okay, I got 2.75. But that is just the mean. I need variance. So what's the variance formula? Okay, sum of every value square divide by n, which is 20, minus the mean square. And the mean I already know is 2.75. And for atas here, what I have to write? Okay, you can follow exactly what you write in the mean there. Okay, just follow 3, 8, plus 4, 2, plus 5, bracket 2. But look carefully at the formula, where I put the square. At the x or at the f? Not both, right? Not both. It's only at the x. It means you will never put the square at the frequency. So never put at the 3, 5, 8, 2. You'll put at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? But maybe some of you will say, hey, now, but the formula, the square they put here, so I have to put here also lah, belakang. Hey, no lah, look carefully. This one, because the way I write is like I write the x dulu. Okay, just remember the square, don't put at the f lah, then you won't salah already. Don't put at the f, because the square is put at the x one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put at the square. Okay, let's use calculator now. 1 square is 1 times 3 is 3 plus 4 times 5, 20 plus 9 times 8 plus 16 times 2 plus 25 times 2 equals, divide 20. I get 177 over 20 minus 2.75 square. Okay, now let's go for the answer, final answer. So minus 2.75 square. Okay, 103 over 80. Let's convert 1.2875. So which one do you think is the answer? 1.29, right? That's the closest one. Okay. I hope none of you go and square root it. No. The square root one is for, if they want standard deviation, then you square root this. Okay. I think if you square root this, you will get 1.13, I think. Yeah, but that's wrong. That's the wrong one. You don't have to square root for variance. 37. Let's go. Farhana invested in Jerai Holdings Company with 8,000 units of shares worth of 1 ringgit 20 cents per unit. So 1 unit, the cost is 1 ringgit 20 cents, and there's 8,000 units. By the way, this is also under lower form and it's under shares. Okay, shares. It's also lower form punya chapter, not from 4, from 5, from 1, from 2, from 3 punya. Okay, the company declared a dividend of 5%. So dividend is something that you have to plus inside one. Dividend is like commission one. You have to plus inside. After receiving the dividend, Farhana sold all the shares is 1 ringgit 60 cents per unit. Hey, can you see? Originally, when he bought is 1 ringgit 20 cents, but he sell 1 ringgit 60 cents. Yeah, he want to earn. Yeah, of course he will sell more than the original price. If he sold less than it, then like, what's the point? Okay, if you want to earn money, you have to sell a little bit more expensive. Calculate the value of Farhana's return on investment. So this is what they want to calculate, the ROI. Okay, return on investment stands for ROI. Okay, let's talk about the formula first. Okay, the formula for ROI is you have to take the return, the total return ataupun the total profit, divide by the investment ataupun the original cost times with 100. That is the formula. And ROI will always come out in percentage one. Okay, that's why you see all the answer in percentage. Okay, okay, let's I give you a contour, you can understand. Let's say I go to the Pasar Raya, I buy a pen, and the pen costs like 3 ringgit, 3 ringgit. And then I sell the pen 3 ringgit 20 cent. Okay, I buy 3 ringgit, but I want to earn some money. So if I want to earn some money, I will sell the price higher than 3 ringgit. So I will sell this point. So can you tell me what's my ROI? Okay, don't tell me the ROI. Tell me the profit first. Tell me how okay, if I sell one pen, how many I untung, how many profit I make? I make 20 cents, right? 20 cents. So to calculate the ROI, what I have to do is take the profit, which is 0.2, divide by the investment cost, the original cost, 3 times with 100. Okay, and if you tekan this, you get, let's see. Okay, I tekan already, I get 6.67%. It means this is my ROI. This is my return on investment. Okay, but this is like a simple version of the question. This question is not that easy one. This question have a lot of things you have to do. So let's come back to the original question. So let's read again. Farhana invested in Jerai Holdings with 8,000 units, 1.2. So first you have to take 1 ringgit 20 cent times with 8,000 first, because this is for 1 unit and he buy 8,000 units. So let's take 1.2 times 8,000. You get 9,600. So this is the what? The original cost. The one he bought lah, the one he bought. Okay. And then the company declared a dividend of 5%. So there's a 5% dividend, dividend 5%. But then he sell it. After receiving it, Farhana sell all for one ringgit 60 cent per unit. Can you see the one he sell is higher than the one when he buy? When he buy is 1 ringgit 20 cent per unit, but now he sell 1 ringgit 60 cent. So there's a profit there, right? So 1.60, but this is per unit. You have to times 8,000 also. So let's see what I get here. So 1.6 times 8,000, 12800. 128. So now can you see that when he bought, this is the amount, but when he sell, this is the amount. So what is the return, or what is the profit? You have to take this one minus this one, right? So I have to take what will I write for the profit? 12800 minus 9,600, like this bracket. Okay, and then per dengan something and then times 100. Okay, bahagi dengan what about yang bawah, the investment original cost? Okay, that's 9,600 lah. This is the original cost, right? But it's wrong. If you do it like this, it's wrong. I think if you do it like this, you will get one of the answer also, but it's wrong, because this is not the only return you get. The total return is this one minus this one, but there's also one thing, the dividend. Dividend is like commission, and you have to tambah the dividend here. Okay, this dividend. And how to get this dividend? Okay, they say the dividend is 5%, right? So you just take dividend 5%, which is 0.05, times with the 9,600. Please don't go and times with this. Hey, stop it lah. If you buy for 9,600 and you receive a dividend for 5%, then the dividend you receive will be 5% times with 9,600 lah. Takkan lah darab dengan ni. Okay, dividend always times with the original cost one. So remember, so equals to okay, let's press 0.05 times. Hand hurts now. I'm doing for a long time already. So 480. So this one 480. Okay, now let's go for the answer. 12800 minus 9600 plus 480 equals divide 9600 times 100. 38.33. And I already say ROI automatic comes out in percent. So that's the answer. Okay, my handwriting getting ugly already because my hand hurts from writing for so long. Okay, let's go. Table 38 shows the monthly expenditure. Oh, ratio. Okay, this is also under form 3 one, like the lower form. So usually student won't take care of this, so be careful. So this is ratio. So we have 5, ratio 4, ratio 7, 2, 1, 3. Okay. Suraya total expenses 144. Let's label it. 144 is the total for Suraya, while Adam's total expenses is 168. Okay. And then which of the following expenses is not true? Means which one is false lah. So before I go to A, B, C, and D, I will find out what is the price for food, stationery, book for Suraya first, because we know 144 ringgit is the total expenses. And they say this is ratio 5, 4, 7. So what is the total? If I take 5 plus 4 plus 7,
5 plus 4 plus 7 is 16. It means
16 is ratio. 144 is the total price, but 16 is total ratio. So if I want to convert ratio to how to say ratio to price, what I have to do? I have to darab berapa? 144 divided 16, I will darab 9. It means what? Ratio nak tukar convert jadi price darab 9. So what is 5 darab 9? 45. 4 darab 9. And this one is in RM, RM 45. Okay. Because I already convert to price, so RM 45. And then this one will be RM what? 4 times 9 is 36. And then this will be RM 7 times 9 is 63. Okay, just darab 9, darab 9, darab. And believe me, if you take this one plus this one plus this one, you will get 144. Okay. Okay, let's go to the Adam Misbah. So we have ratio 2, ratio 1, ratio 3. Add together all 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6. So total ratio is 6, but the total expenses is 168. So ratio, how to convert to actual price? I have to times what? 168 divided 6 is 28. So I have to times with 28. It means the ratio 2 represents RM 56. Why? Because 28 times 2 lah. And then ratio 1 represents RM 28 because you times 28. And then what about 3 times 28? Just tekan 3 times 28. 84. Okay. And believe me, if you take 84 times 28 plus 56, you will get 168. Okay, now let's see. Suraya and Adam allocate 50% for the use of books. Is this true? Suraya use half of the money, half of the expenses for books. Let's see. Books is 63. Total is 144. Let's take 144 divide 2 and see whether I get 63. The answer is no, because 144 divide 2 is 72. So this is automatic wrong already. But if I check for Adam, 168 divide 2 memang dapat 84. But they say Suraya and Adam allocate 50% for the use of books. So it's wrong. It's wrong. It should be Adam, only Adam allocate 50%. So this is wrong. What about B? Suraya spends 36 ringgit on stationery. Let's see. Suraya 36 on stationery. Oh, this is true. Okay. What about C? Adam's book expenses are higher than Suraya. Adam's book, this one, is higher than Suraya book. Suraya book, this one. Is it true that Adam's is, oh, this is true. 84 is higher than 63. What about D? Adam's food expenses exceeded Suraya by 11. So let's look for the food one. So food is 56 and then Suraya food is 45. What is 56 minus 45? It's 11. So this is true also. Adam food really like this exceeded by 11. So the answer is A lah. Because they asked which one is not true, right? Tidak benar, false. So A is the one false. Okay, 39. Oh, this one important. Okay, I'm very tired already, but I have to explain a lot on this one. This is medical insurance, very important. So let's read the question. Equine has a medical insurance policy with a deductible of 1,000 and 85/15 co-insurance percentage. Participation clause in his policy recently. He underwent liver surgery and the bill comes out already 120,000. How much is the payment cost borne by the insurance company? Okay. I want to leave this question just for sementara and I want to go to this Kelantan paper, but don't worry, this is not in the book I gave you. This is 2021. It means it's a last year one. So you don't have this. I never gave you this paper. So you don't have to, you just have to look at the screen. Okay. Because you don't have this. Okay. Only I have this. Okay. This is a question I found from also one of the trial, but it's not this year one, it's last year one. And you don't have this paper, but it's fine. You can just look at the screen. You can just look at the screen now. So I want to talk about this medical insurance thing. This is so important. Like students don't know how to do it. It's one of the difficult chapter, the insurance. Okay, let's read. Mr. Khairil has a medical insurance policy with Kudos Insurance. This is the insurance company with a deductible 800. So we have deductible 800 and the co-insurance percentage is 80/20 in his policy. Okay, you have to know something. If I give you 80/20, it means the insurance company cover 80%, I cover 20%. The insurance company always cover the bigger percentage one. The bigger percentage is always covered by insurance company. Understand? Yeah lah, because takkanlah you yang cover lebih banyak. If you cover lebih banyak, then why you buy insurance? Of course lah, the company cover more for you. So the bigger percentage is always for the company, insurance company. So calculate the cost incurred by Kudos Insurance and Encik Khairil himself if the medical cost is 22500. So the soalan asks for two things: cost incurred by Kudos and cost that Encik Khairil have to pay. So what is the cost that the Kudos insurance, which is the insurance company, just call it Kudos lah. What is the insurance company have to pay, and how much does Encik Khairil has to pay? Okay, let me tell you something. You always starts with minus the deductible for medical insurance. For medical insurance, you remember this. Always minus the deductible first. But if it's a fire insurance, then it's different. One. If fire insurance, it has like lain punya dia punya cara. And what about motor insurance? Then it's lain also lah. Fire insurance, I think you darab with the core insurance first. In fire insurance, it's like that. You darab with the core insurance first, and then you see whether it's case 1, case 2, case 3. But that one, forget it lah. That one, because we're talking about medical, so I don't want to go. I don't want to waste. I don't want to talk about that. So come back to medical insurance. You will always take the, so the bill is 22500. After he do the surgery, the bill come out already 22500. But you have to, if you want to know how to find how much the insurance company will pay for you, you have to minus the deductible first. Okay. Hey, what is deductible? The deductible is what? Is the money that you promise or you agree to pay if something happen. If like you will pay 800 by yourself, that's what it means. So the amount is 21700. Okay. And then afterwards, you will take this value 200 times with the whole insurance percentage. Okay, do you think you will start out with 80% or 20%? You imagine. We are calculating for Kudos insurance, the cost that Kudos insurance, the insurance company have to pay. So of course, 0.8. Of course, I start up with 80%. Okay, because the insurance cover the bigger percentage. So it's 17360. This is the answer. Okay, this is the answer. But what I want to focus on is the Khairil one. How much does Khairil have to pay? Okay, remember this. You also do the same first step. The first step is always what? Take the loss. This is the loss lah. The bill, the loss minus the deductible. Also, you get 21700. It means the first step is same, always same. But then this part is different already. You don't start up with 80%. You start up with 20%. You know why, right? Because you are calculating how much cost that Khairil has to pay. So of course you will start up with 20%. So what I get? 4340. But is this your answer? No, this is not your answer. Because this is not the only price that Khairil has to pay. You still have to take the 4340 plus with the 800, because deductible is the money that you agree to pay if something happens. So 4340 I have to plus with 800. So this is the final answer, 514. Okay. So what if the soalan asks for medical costs paid by insurance company? Then this is your answer. You do this only. Don't do this. But what if the soalan asks for the cost paid by the Khairil? Then you do this only, not this one. Okay, it means you only do one of it. But for this question, they ask for both. Calculate the cost incurred by this one and this one. That's why I do both lah. Okay, that's why I choose this question to explain. But if you look at the Kedah paper, here, you can see that this question, they ask for what? Pick one has a medical insurance deductible 1,085.15. Okay, the percentage is lying already. And insurance blah blah blah. Recently he underwent liver surgery. Okay, this is the bill. How much borne by the insurance company? So can you tell me which one I do? The first one or the second one? I will do the first one. Okay, it means I minus the deductible, I times with the bigger percentage, and that's all. But if it's this one, then I have to minus the deductible times with the smaller percentage. I have to plus again, because this one is the cost yang the insurance policy holder have to pay. But this one, they are not asking for the policy holder, they are asking for the company. So let's go. 120,000 have to minus with 1,000 first. Some students, they go and times first, and then it's wrong already. You have to always minus first. Okay, remember that. Always minus deductible first. For medical for medical is like that. For other insurance, fire insurance or car insurance, then it's different one. But for medical, it's like that. You have to minus the deductible. Always start with minus the deductible first, and then only you times with the percentage. Okay, how many percentage? Will you start up with 85% or 15%? Of course, the 85, because you're calculating for company. The company will pay the bigger percentage.
101150, and that's the answer. Done.
Okay. But what if I want you to calculate the payment that the one has to pay? Then what you have to do? You also do the same step. The first step is still same. You take 120,000 minus 1,000, you get this, but this time you will deduct with 15%, and then take the answer plus with 1,000, the deductible. Okay. Okay, I know I always spend a lot of time for like the Form 3 punya soalan ataupun like the insurance punya soalan, but it's important. That's why. That's why it's very important. And students always confuse all these things. So you have to be very clear about all these things. Okay, number 40. Finally, we are at the last question. And this question is easy actually. It's about Chukai, but it's easy. So Tajul owns the terrace house with estimated annual value. Annual means the yearly value lah. For the house is 6,000. And then calculate the property assessment tax payable, means cukai yang perlu dibayar by Tajul for each half year if the property tax rate is 5.5. Okay, how to calculate property assessment tax? How to calculate it? Okay, you will take the annual value times with the property assessment tax rate. Okay, PAT stands for property assessment tax. So that's the formula. So what's the annual value? 6,000. What is the PAT rate? What's the property assessment tax rate? PAT rate 5.5%. 5.5 divided 100. Okay, and then you calculate this, you get the answer. But wait, calculate the property assessment tax payable for each half year. So this is annual, means for 1 year, for 1 year, for 1 year. But this one, when you do it, you calculate it's only for 1 year. So let's do it first. 6,000 times 5.5 divided 100, 330. But if you go and bullet C, then you're wrong, because they want half year, so you have to divide by 2. So the answer is 165, is it? So what is 330 divided 2? 65. Okay, so that's the answer. Finally, I'm done. Okay, so see you in the next paper lah. So this is my first paper. I did the Kedah one. The next one, I think I forgot. I think it's Kelantan or Malacca. I forgot. Yeah, but yeah. So that's all. Hope you understand. All right. Bye bye.